Alright, this video is going to be hopefully uncut on how to disassemble and reassemble a Maytag wringer washer head, the gearbox for it. I already have the head disassembled. To get it apart, you have to access the top two bolts, which means taking the top off, lower roller out, taking this out, which is spring-loaded. I forgot to mention, sorry, it's been a while since I did uploaded any videos, been super busy, and I've been rebuilding transmissions lately. That'll be another topic for later. Got a power glide on the bitch. But these are spring-loaded, you got these big-ass heavy fuckers behind it. Fun. This is, to the best of my knowledge, the only video on this. Now, I got this apart and back together, and I got it back together wrong. I got it backwards, so I got to take it apart again, so I figured I might as well show you how it goes. First off, I'll start by saying I made a tool. This is what it looks like. It looks like a jack handle with a couple of little grooves cut into it. And that is so that I can reach into, show you, reach in here, and I can turn the unit. It spins this way. Damn it. It gets caught. I ground it the wrong way. But regardless, that's how it works, and I use it to pull the input shaft out. There are 3 holes in that collar. I'll show them to you later. But the roll pin is only in 2 of them. So you gotta be careful not to mess things up there. I will do my best not to swear. You need this at the most of an angle you can possibly get it. You need the punch and pin at as much of an angle as you can get them. So, like so. Otherwise, you'll hit the shift forks behind it. I'll show you that later. Pin just drops out. We can reach in here with a magnet and retrieve our pin. That's going to go here for later. Now, if my calculations are correct, I can put a little bit of counterclockwise pressure on rotational pressure on this, and it should start pulling the input shaft if I can get on it out. Don't work the best, but it works. It wasn't bad. It's just some conduit. It's like 0.91 outside diameter and 0.8 inside diameter. That's all it is, just electrical conduit. I wonder if I can use a big magnet for this. Yep, you can use a big magnet to pull that out. I just have a telescoping 13-pound magnet. Then we reach in here. Okay, this gear needs to go on the bottom. It is, okay, that one goes on the bottom. So, how this is assembled is we have, okay, had this apart a few minutes ago. So, just really greasy right now, hard to get a hold of things. So here we have a extra cam, as Maytag calls it. It's just a little cup or a foot for the spring. We have one on each end of the spring. Then we have a gear. And this gear has a little catch on it. And both gears are different. They are directional. Now this catch is just made of a little spring. They both go in opposite directions. They both come out opposite directions. It's just a little spring. It's a very simple design. And it's the same on both ends. Both ends are exactly the same. Then, here's the failure point for mine. Don't forget you have a little shim here. I'll show you how this stacks together in a bit. So right here we have this little T-shaped piece. And it goes, the little stem for the T goes in this hole through this slot, and it slides back and forth and catches on whichever spring is being pushed on by the shift fork. Now to get this in here, I have, as you can see, plenty of grease. You can't have too much grease. I just use needle nose pliers, get it put in there, rotate it to the bottom so it can't fall in. Then I determine which gear needs to be on the bottom. I take my input shaft. Can't be afraid to get greasy here. Take my input shaft, stack a spring on it. Now the input shaft rotates clockwise, like so. It rotates clockwise. So this gear belongs on the top. This gear belongs on the bottom, because that little T-shaped deal, it slides down and it catches on this little spring here. 3rd of July, so fireworks are going off like crazy. So now we get one of our cups. We put it on the gear. We get a spring. We put it in the cup. Get another cup. Put it on the spring. Hope you can see what I'm doing. You get another, or you get a shim. You put it on the cup. You get our collar assembly. Put it on the shaft. Then we get another shim. Put it on the collar. We get another spring and cup assembly. Put it there. Stack our next gear on there. Compress it all. Very carefully. Drop it in so that it just holds. And ever so carefully work the collars, or the cups, over the shift forks. The shift forks go between the cups and the shims. Be patient, take your time. If you get frustrated, walk away for a few minutes, come back to it later. if you are familiar with manual transmissions, it works pretty much the same as a manual transmission with no synchronizers. I mean, the shifting function works pretty much the same. I know you guys can't see much. I apologize for that. Probably just better skip ahead a few seconds. Fiddle with a little bit here and there. See what you can come up with to get it put together. And just when you are about to quit, it'll just drop together. Then in goes our input shaft. Oh, shit. Might have messed up and dropped that little key. I think I did. Yep. So back out it has to come. Other than that, I'm not gonna show disassembly. That was a mess up on my part. That little T-shaped key just dropped out of position, and so now I have to. I think that's what happened, anyways. That's exactly what happened. So now I have to take it back apart and put that back in position, and then I can put it back in, and then it should work. If you get it together, when you get it together to this point, once you get the pin back in, the little roll pin that holds it all together, once you get that back in, put it on the washing machine and plug it in and see if it works. Because if you got the gears in backwards, if you got the top gear put in place of the bottom gear and vice versa, it will not work. It will not grab, it will not function. So you'll have to take it back out and swap the gears around, and then it should work just fine. Nothing more to it really. From here on, it's pretty self-explanatory. Just line up the holes, push the pin back in, and you're done. And then once you have it working, you just bolt it all back together after you pack it with grease.